Hey, welcome to Jordan Shoe Vault. My name is Mark. We have got an exciting shoe for you today. Let's jump right in. The shoe we're going to talk about today is a special shoe that was just released this past weekend, December 14th, and it coincides with the brand new movie, Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse. Now, we are excited. Let me pull these out. I'm going to give you kind of a double. We're going to talk about this shoe and the movie itself. My son and I went and saw this movie last weekend, and we were really super impressed with the movie. So here it is, the Air Jordan 1 origin story is what they're calling it. I picked it up on the 14th, and here's the box. There are some limited edition that have a special Spider-Man box, but let's take a look at this. The standard Nike box. Got the Air Jordan 1985 Air Jordan 1 on this end, but let's take a look at this shoe. It's a pretty amazing shoe. Standard tissue paper, and when you pull the shoe out, here it is, the Air Jordan 1 origin story, they call it. It looks, at first glance, you're gonna look at this and go, man, that's the Air Jordan 1 Chicago. That's exactly what it is. The red, the white, the black swoosh, the black Air Jordan Wings logo. That's exactly it. Got Nike Air on the tongue. But here's the thing. It's a little bit different in this shoe than the Air Jordan 1 Chicago. Now, you might say, what does this have to do with Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse? Well, this shoe is based off of the shoe that Miles Morales, who's Spider-Man in the movie, wears throughout the movie. He wears an Air Jordan 1, it's an Air Jordan 1 Chicago. So Jordan Brand released the Air Jordan 1 Chicago. Great looking shoe. Every Jordan fan looks at this and it's like classic. It's just a classic looking shoe. But here are the differences in this one versus the original Chicago colorway. First of all, there are these, if you get up close, you can see, and I'll try to get an up close video later, but these dots, they're speckled 3M dots all around the red leather on the inside and the outside. So in the flash, the nighttime, it reflects, but you see it's kind of like the Spider-Man suit or something like that. It's all throughout the red. There are these 3M speckles. That's a pretty cool feature that you don't see on the original Air Jordan 1. Also, this is a big difference from the original Air Jordan 1, but you have the bottom, you have this translucent icy sole with Nike branding. That's standard, but a translucent icy sole on the bottom. The original Air Jordan 1 had a red bottom, but so you see that difference in the origin story, and you see a blue Nike Air tag on the tongue. It's blue, and also inside the shoe, take out the shoe horn, but if you can't see, but inside the shoe is blue, and it says Nike Air branding inside, blue for Spider-Man, the original Spider-Man suit. So overall impression, when I went and bought this, retail for $160. Is what they retail for on December 14th. Picked it up at my local Foot Locker, was able to get it there, but I believe they quickly sold out, and I saw the resale market already for these over doubled. They were around $250 resale. So if you missed out on it, maybe they'll have some restocks, maybe something that you can get, but definitely something you may want in your collection. My initial thoughts, my son and I both, he was super excited for me to get this because he was super excited to see the Spider-Man movie, but I am a huge fan of the Air Jordan 1, huge fan of the original colorway, the Chicago colorway, so I was pumped to get this with the little variants, the blue tongue, the blue insole, the translucent sole down here, and this 3M speckles all around. It's a really cool shoe, really cool shoe. If you can get a hold of a pair, I would highly recommend it. Take a look, get one. You won't regret that. As for the movie, we were super impressed with the movie. First of all, when I remember seeing the trailers, and one of the first trailers I saw, I nudged my son in the theater. I said, he's wearing Air Jordan 1s in the trailer. So throughout the movie, Miles Morales, who is Spider-Man, wears Air Jordan 1s. Won't give too much away, but we were highly impressed. Your first thought is that it's a cartoon, but it was some unique animation, really neat. You want to check it out. You will understand the story. They do a great job of explaining the Spider-Verse story. If you're not familiar with the comics, they do a great job explaining that. It's a great job of introducing the world that doesn't know Miles Morales, but he's a hugely popular character in Marvel Comics in that version of Spider-Man. So I would highly recommend go check it out. You won't regret it. Great movie, a lot of fun. I mean, we were even ranking our top Spider-Man movies. Spider-Man 2 is my favorite, then probably Homecoming is second, and this would probably be number 3, if not number 2, 2 or 3 in my top 3 Spider-Man movies overall. So there you have it. Take a look at the Air Jordan 1 origin story. Amazing shoe if you can get it. Just a sharp. You can't go wrong with the Chicago colorway. So I highly recommend you picking one of these up if you can. If you can't get it in the stores anymore, you can get it on the secondary market. But really cool, and it ties into the Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse movie that's in theaters now. Check that out at your local theater. Hey, while you're here, why don't you check out some of my other videos? There's some great videos that I have on the site. If you click over here, you can check out my last video, which is the Air Jordan 11 Concord, best shoe of all time, my favorite. It's close to Grail as you can get. Click this, you can see what we talked about when we reviewed and compared it to the original. Click over here, it's the shoe my daughter's playing basketball, her basketball season is, the Air Jordan 33. What's up with the latest shoe that Jordan Brand has out? Air Jordan 33, our thoughts right here. Take a look. Thanks.